everybody. I think it's very fitting that I come after Libby because what's most interesting is that I'm actually from the East Coast and I have a lot of family who live in the American South still that I go to see regularly. And one of the things that I thought about is how, even though I do go to see family, for example, in Alabama quite regularly, as often as I can, even as far out here as I am, I've never been to some of these places like the Peace and Justice Memorial. And that day, even talking about it now, is just very emotional because it opened a door that we all know exists. That is this country's legacy. It's a legacy we are still dealing with now, but it opened a wound into just what could have happened to my family, what could have happened to members of people they knew, and having our race-based caucusing groups actually helped a tremendous amount out with me helping to heal from that. And it's history that I constantly have to, as we all should do, reface so that, again, we can, like Livy said, reimagine how we can combat the system and overcome it. There were times for me during the race-based caucusing groups where I was wondering, how can we invite other people into this who do not identify, for example, as African American, to share in this richness of what we are discovering, how we are personally reimagining. But I had to catch myself and really think about, this is a part of what white supremacy is, and it's dualism with what we call white comfort, where I felt the need to think about, and I combated this, why do I feel like I need to make sure that my white colleagues and colleagues who are not Black can share in this? We can share absolutely in this together, but for my own healing, I had to be selfish. And it's something that I readily would talk about with anyone else who was on the trip with me who did not identify as African and African American. But it spoke to that, essentially, that burden that we all bear when it comes to white supremacy, that healing takes place in community. And then from there, we actually can go from, once we heal from our own communities, we can, as our amazing guy Charles said, we can then move from living shoulder to shoulder and then heart to heart. Because once I've gotten a chance to wrestle with my pain, then my heart is open completely. Thank you.